Are you ready?
I think so.
You think so? I'm not ready.
Well, get ready then.
Okay, we're ready. Smile, camera, action. Take whatever. Evening,
394.
morning.
Afternoon.
Indeed, it's 1 o'clock.
Yeah, already.
It is Sunday the
13th.
Sunday the 13th. 14th, 13th, 12th. Something like that, of December. It's nearly Christmas. I've not paid for last year's yet. But anyway, what are we doing?
We're answering some questions.
That's right, it is. It's answer the questions. I've had loads of questions. Quite a few questions have been doubled up. That's okay, don't mind about that. Some questions we've kind of put into other questions as well.
Some questions cannot be answered on here.
No, they can't. It's some people were quite rude on what they wanted to know, weren't they?
What do you look at me for?
No, I wasn't
They're
looking
not
at you
my friends.
like. No, I know they're my
Weren't
friends.
my friends.
Well, I'm not going to say friends.
Well,
I'll have to think about
acquaintances.
things again now.
Right, get on with it.
We're getting on with it. It's absolutely horrid weather outside today. It's been raining sideways, howling a right wind. It's, what was the temperature? Sort of 6 feels like -50 or something. So yeah, but we're okay. We're quite fine. It's very dark, so if the picture does look dark, we've got as many lights on as we can get, but it is really dark outside, even for 1 o'clock on a Sunday. Yeah, loads of questions, really good feedback, and we've been really happy with it. And some comments as well from the last one, which I think we'll address first.
The shed.
The shed. Larry Counts, I hope I've got your name right. It says, he made a comment, ladies have no need to be in the shed. We don't enter their space. Yeah, we don't enter their space, do we?
Yeah, you do. When you want some food, you come in and raid the cupboards.
Yeah, but that's different. That's life and death situation. So, yeah.
But if we need tools, we don't go out in your... I'm not even going to get into the shed conversation.
No.
The shed's being sorted and tidied and stuff.
When
we get home later.
Did you see? Bombshell of bad news. Jack Evans, he says, don't get rid of the shed. I'm never going to get rid of the shed, don't worry about that. He said, but if you've got any spares, I'll take them. There is sacks of rubbish in there. You're quite welcome to the rubbish, but I'm going to keep all the good stuff. And then there was Malk. He said, how many times has Wilf tried? I'll edit that bit out. How many times has Wilf tried to emulate the goons and fall in the water? Once. He's absolutely scared stiff of the water. Although he does seem to try his luck sometimes, he does lean too close, doesn't he?
Yeah, at night when we're walking either to or from the boat, especially when if it's clear and the moon's out, he can see his reflection in the water and he'll try and bark at it to scare the dog away.
He does. He's quite a comic, really.
Yeah, but he does get close to the edge and it does... Should I just help him with the foot up the backside?
You can't say things like that.
I just did.
You're going to get Petter after you.
Who?
I don't know, some bloke who likes animals.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, another...
Face bothered?
Well, no, not really. And Malk also said, he said, sheds are sacrosanct. He said,
the shed.
The domestic holy of holies, as sacred as the contents of a woman's handbag. So there we go. I think we've answered that one now. I think we've gone as far as we dare go.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Do not go anywhere near my handbag.
Oh no, there's all sorts in there. I did have a look in there once. Yeah, I did. You said help yourself to a fiver. I thought she was drunk or ill.
I must have been.
Yeah, I went in. I couldn't find the fiver.
I think you were dreaming, right?
I must have been. I tell you what, weighed a ton. Don't know what's in there. Kitchen sink.
The essentials.
Cars, trailers. All sorts.
It's not that bad.
Lee, young Lee, who we know, wrote some really good questions down. Some of the questions were doubled up as well. But he asks, can you moor up anywhere, or do you need permission each time? Yeah. Towpath side, isn't it, really?
If you're going down the towpath, as long as the CRT haven't put signs up saying no mooring because of maybe you're too near to the locks or the weirs or anything like that.
Or a turning point, or a winding hole.
A winding hole. Then generally, yeah, you're okay. You usually get a...
Sometimes there's a 24-hour
24
limit.
hours, 48, or sometimes 2 weeks.
Yeah, so more or less anywhere on the network, providing it's safe. A lot of the rivers you can't, because you're going to be a long way from the bank, or the water's quite shallow at the edges. But certainly canals, you more or less can do. He also asked, what's the one thing that has taken you by surprise in living on the boat, and what didn't you think of? I don't know if anything's really took us by surprise. We've had a static caravan for 22 years. Although we used it for holidays, we spent a lot of time there most weekends, and we kind of got used to the country life with it, because that was right in the country. Yeah. So yeah, we kind of got used to
not really seeing anybody, so the quietness is because we're up in a corner, so nobody really walked by. So if you wanted to go and see anything, you know what I mean, if you could, but you knew you got that almost isolated.
Yeah,
which at the moment is,
well, yeah, at the moment it's not a bad thing, no. I suppose the distance to the car and the van from where we're moored up at the moment is, I'm not going to say a bit of a nightmare or anything like that, but when it's raining, you certainly think, oh, you know, if we were at home and the car was on the drive.
Sorry, dog's knocking the tables. Yeah. The camera's just wobbled.
Yeah.
He wants to come for a...
He wants to come up for a cuddle.
A daddy cuddle.
I know. There you go, mate. You know, for a big ugly dog, he's soft as something sometimes, ain't you? So yeah, I mean, really speaking, the community, with the caravan, with those caravans around, the community was very strong. The community's very strong here at the marina, and everywhere we've been so far on the network, we've sort of really felt at home, which has been brilliant. Anything we didn't think of, really, like I say, I think it's just getting used to the weather through the winter more than anything. Was it Billy Connolly once said, there's no such thing as the wrong weather but the wrong clothes, and I think it's just making sure that we do get the right clothes. There's another question, how do you get post? We're lucky because we've got the postal address at the house. I know here at the marina you can hire
you can get a post box. If you've got parcels, they can get delivered to the marina office, and then if you know it's coming, you just pop in, or they might send you an email to say your parcel's arrived.
Yeah. Out on the water, I really don't know, because we've not crossed that bridge. So
no, I think if you know you're cruising for a couple of weeks, and you know you're going past certain points. I mean, things like certain Smiley delivery company, you know, yeah. You can have your stuff delivered to a locker, so then you can go along.
Yeah.
And pick it up. So you know you're going to be there in like 3 days. Your parcel's going to be there a day before you get there. It's fine. It's locked away. You go pick it up, or you can have it at a designated post office. You look in the area that you know you're going to be travelling to. Either that, or see if you know anybody. You got friends. Well, my friends, maybe.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust my friends with the stuff I order. They tell Karen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can get round. There are ways round it. So.
I've got another question here. Do you feel any better mentally from living on the water? And is it calmer? Well, I've always been mental, so that's not a problem.
It's a lot calmer. Yeah.
No, actually, it is.
You can relax.
It is so relaxing. You think you've got more to do, and you think you've sort of you're going back to basics more. But I think because we're doing that,
yeah,
it is a lot nicer. Do you miss the madness of city life? I'll tell you what, we are. You'll have to excuse it. Somebody's just started their engine, and it sounds a bit rough.
it's not been started for a while, probably.
No.
If it's next to us, they've not been here for quite a few weeks. Obviously, with lockdown, I think they're actually now living in.
Torquay way somewhere.
Yeah, so they're in a lower tier, so they would now be able to travel here. But obviously, they've got to abide by.
Our tier 3 rules.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
anyway, it's just nice to see them here using the boat if they're able to. So
Yeah. Do you miss city life?
no,
No, not at all.
no. We went into Loughborough yesterday shopping, looking for some gift ideas or whatever, you know. And it was so nice. It wasn't overcrowded. People were really polite, you know, and it was just really not. It was just.
It was a lot nicer.
Yeah.
The market was nice. It was only £10 to park the car.
Yeah, very cheap
Yeah.
market. No, I didn't say that. It's very expensive. Don't all come.
No.
We don't want it filling up.
Yeah. No, I mean, at home all you hear is traffic and sirens and people shouting outside, and there's all sorts going as you would get in city life. You're constantly hearing of violence and aggro and stuff like that. Out here, perfect. And we're only, 10 miles from the city. So we're not far away. To get into work, it takes you, 20 minutes? 25 minutes?
25 minutes.
So it's really not
I
bad
can get
at all.
home in 15, 20 minutes.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. So hopefully that answers those. Oliver Hallam, thank you for your questions. How's Wilf coping, not knowing when his next poo will be? That's really easy, actually. We've got
him into quite a good routine, actually. Right, let's do this. In the morning, when I'm going into work, I take him with me back to the house. So he will then wait until he gets back to the house. When I finish work and coming back here, he waits till we get here, and then he's straight onto the grass and straight doing his poo.
So it's bags at the action, isn't it? Bags
yeah.
ready.
Yeah, before
Yeah.
I've got him out of the car, I've made sure I've got a bag
Yeah.
in my pocket, because I know I'm going to need it.
But no, he's pretty okay. He lets us know when he wants to go, and if it's raining, we just have to put the coat and hats on and off we go.
Off you go. When it
Sorry,
rains.
off I go, yeah. So he's doing all right for that. Other than that, I've got a load of Lion Bar wrappers that I keep spare, and if he does get cut short, I'll just fill a Lion Bar up, and or a Lion Bar wrapper up, and send it off to the needy. No, I can't say things like that, can I?
You're terrible.
I'm going to get people shoot me down for this, I know I am.
Has he managed peeing off the side of the boat yet? And the question was, has Wilf managed, not you?
Oh, I've managed it perfectly well. No, he tries to cock his leg and nearly falls in, so not really. No, again, he's fine. If we're cruising, he's really good at all of that kind of a thing. So, yeah.
Right. Next question from Ollie is, and I think he's trying to get an invite here for a meal. I think this is where this was
Oh,
coming.
yeah.
Have you been able to master your chefing skills? Have you been able to put your chefing skills to good use while being on the boat?
Ah, well.
Let's see.
Yes and no. It's different. Trying to cook at home, I've got a beautiful big range cooker, double oven, my pride and joy. We've not got room for anything like that here, but the problem I've got is there doesn't seem to be enough oomph from the gas. Now, if there's any boaters out there or anybody who knows a little bit about sort of, shall we say,
gas pressure on
gas
the boat.
pressure and things like that, it's as though it's always on a medium heat. It just sort of saunters along, minding its own business. You can't get enough, certainly can't get the wok hot. So it's affecting.
Wouldn't want to cook a roast there either. It'd take you about 4 hours.
It would do, yeah. The oven
instead of 1.
The oven doesn't get very hot at all. In fact, we cooked a roast not long, and it did take all afternoon. And
Cooked it.
It was only just. So yeah, struggling a little bit on certain things that I like to do. As you all probably know, I do love cooking Oriental food. I think their diet's fantastic, and I've spent a lot of years in trying to perfect a lot of, I'm going to say Chinese cooking, but difficult.
He's doing all right.
Difficult. Katie asked a question for Karen. I'm not reading that out.
How do I put up with you in such a small space? I don't know.
Be very careful.
I don't need to be careful. I can just say what I like. It's sulking. I've got good earphones. Plug them in. Can't hear what he's saying.
Is that why you always ignore me then? You've got earphones on?
I'm not ignoring you. I just can't hear you. I'm doing a Wilf.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what do you call a deaf dog? Is there anything you like?
Can't hear you.
Hey! Adam on Facebook. Why did you choose Pillings Lock Marina? That's a good question. You know, it's local to Leicester. The problem with Leicester is, although some people will call it the Grand Union Canal, it's actually the River Soar. And the River Soar is prone to flood.
Floods too much.
It floods an awful lot. If we were to go south of Leicester, sort of towards the regions of Foxton Locks, there really isn't any moorings available. There are a couple of marinas, but the problem is that the road network is a nightmare to get into Leicester.
See, when we first sort of like brought the boat at the beginning of the year, as you know, we ended up at Crick Marina. I really like Crick Marina. I love the people there. Got on so well. But to get into work for me would have taken probably an hour. Coming up the motorway, even if I did the back roads, but coming up the motorway, get stuck at the Foss Park Island there. It wasn't an option. It was not. No. I'm not getting up at like 6 to leave out at past to make sure I've got enough time to get hit. No, just in case. No, forget it.
Yeah.
So that was always going to be a big.
Yeah, I mean we thought about
deciding factor.
We thought about Hinckley, but again, same problem is junction 21 of the M1 and the M69. Nightmare in the mornings and in the evenings actually. Pillings Lock is really nice. It's on a bit of a nature reserve, so they can't do too much to it. They can't spoil it or make it too commercialised, which we like. Although there's a really nice cafe and bar here, but just a quarter of a mile away, if that, there's the flood lock, and when the river is in flood, they shut the lock. It stops any of the flood waters, or the majority of the flood waters coming through anyway. Last week the fields all around were flooded.
Really bad.
Looking at the levels, I think the river level rose about 3 inches on the marina, which is next to nothing.
Which is fine for us as well, because we are the pontoons that we're attached to. If the water levels go up, ours raise up with it as well. Ours are what we call floating pontoon.
Floating pontoons, yeah.
Excuse me. So we're all right in that sense, but there's no. I could not be being on the river where it floods and then.
Just a mile away at a place called Sileby Mill. My sister's got a boat there, and last winter, literally climbing out of the boat, you couldn't see where you were walking because the floodwaters were that high. It was a case of waders, and she's got a beautiful white German Shepherd, and
Didn't stay white for long.
Didn't stay white for long, and basically having to carry a German Shepherd across your shoulders to walk up to where you can get dry land, that was a nightmare for her. And last year, we did have a lot of rain last year, but we couldn't do with that. So that's why we've really chosen Pillings Lock. I don't know if we've got any more questions.
Ian on Facebook wants to know how we got the boat name.
Yeah, when we bought the boat, it was called Avon. I think after the river Avon, since we bought the boat from very near Stratford up on Avon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had in mind that we didn't want that name, or we wanted to change the name.
Wanted to change it. I mean, I was happy with Avon. I quite like the name.
Yeah, it sounds like someone who rings your bell to sell you makeup, but no, we got the name Filbert's Treat. I'm a huge, sorry, not that huge, Leicester City fan, and Filbert Street, there we go, is the name of the old stadium before they moved to the King Power. So it's just a pun on that word of Filbert's Treat. It was thought up during a moment of clarity, sort of sat in a little room at home, as you do, gents, you know the room, and I thought, hey, that sounds really good. Told you, and straight away it was like, yeah, that's it, that's the one. So yeah, Filbert's Treat, pun on words.
I mean, it has got a special meaning to both of us in that sense. You for the football, for that. Oh yeah, me for the football, because I do like the football now. But should I say our first official date was actually at Filbert Street.
It certainly was, wasn't it? What a night.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, less said about that.
Yeah, I know. It's sort of.
It was a good match.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. It was terrible. But no, it was a great night. With other things that happened, 1980s football. I won't go into that anymore. But yeah, it certainly got you into football, I think, didn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, there was one more question. What?
Dean.
Yeah, what does boat mean?
No. Oh no, there's another one after that as well.
Was there another one after that?
Yeah.
Well, what does boat mean? Well, it's bring out another 1,000. Yeah.
Not yet.
No, hopefully not. No, but it does seem like it is expensive. I think that's one of the things we didn't expect.
There's always something that you're coming across.
Yeah.
There's always something you think, oh, I've got to get this, or especially because we are new to it. This is our, like I say, our first winter. And it's like, well, okay, so you've got to think, how much wood do I need? How much coal do I need?
Incidentally, just a quickie, if there's anybody out there who's got some spare wood, bits of 2x4, anything like that, give us a nod, because I could do with a load more. I've got a lot of wood at home. Unfortunately, when it rained in September, I'd not managed to get it in and get it dried, and I'm really running out of the last lot of the dry wood that I've got. So if you've got any spare wood, pallets are no good, let me know, thanks. Sorry, I'll put it in.
That's what's nothing new there.
No, okay.
I don't even know where I was. Saying about how much money things are costing that we're not aware of. When we'd got the boat, we'd sort of said, oh no, we won't get a crash cover or pram cover, and you know, we're going to get one.
Yeah. We're going to need it, aren't we?
Yeah, we've noticed now it's getting wetter. You're standing at the door trying to get unlocked. Rain on the back of your neck, dog's getting soaked, you're getting soaked, your bags are getting soaked. At least with the cover, we could get in and get a little bit drier. So,
yeah.
So if anyone wants to donate, you know,
some
money towards that,
Yeah. Well, about £2,000 will do.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're at a loose end for a Christmas present, all that lot.
Oh dear.
Did you say there was any more questions?
Yeah, one more from Dean. Do you get cold on the boat?
No. I mean, at home you've
Yeah.
got central heating. You've got most new houses will come with central heating. In fact, every new house comes with central heating. If your house is a bit older, you might have central heating and a gas fire. If you're a bit rustic, you might have a log burner. Yeah, we've got everything that we need to keep warm here, actually. Central heating, although it's heavy on gas, we tend not to use it. We've got the log burning stove, which belts out so much heat. A couple of electric heaters as well. Karen's always cold though, that's the problem. I mean, even in July when it's 30 degrees.
I'm not that bad.
But no.
I can sit right next to the burner. He's sat there in his jeans and his t-shirt, and I've still got a blanket over my legs. I'm still going, I can feel the draft. I can feel a draft.
Yeah, a draft? No, there's no draft, just a bit of air movement, you know.
I have to say, I am actually sat here with a blanket, and my hands are wrapped in the blanket as well.
Yeah. But no, I say the only cold bit is when you get out of the boat, when you've sort of got to walk sort of to the van, to the car. That's when you sort of think, you know, it's a bit different.
Yeah, but you come back in and then you're like, oh, it's toasty warm.
It is, yeah. Within seconds, you're right back warm again. So, but it takes a bit of getting used to. You know, lighting the fire. You know, hit and miss sometimes. We're a bit novices at it, really.
Miss, hit.
Yeah. But once the fire's going, to be honest with you, it's absolutely superb. And we've got the little fan on there as well. Works on heat, so it doesn't cost anything. That blows warm air certainly a little further down the boat. Our bedroom's right at the end of the boat. Doesn't always get enough heat, but once you're under the quilts, and you know, it's okay. It's a bit cold some mornings until you get down and get the heating back on. But no, we're quite happy with it, aren't we?
Yeah.
You know,
I found one of the old-fashioned pot water bottle type things. It's like nice screw-on lid. Filled it up with water. Boiling water. Fill it right up. At about maybe 10 o'clock at night. Well, comes like 6 in the morning. It's not roasting hot, but it's still got some warmth to it. So it really, really does hold its heat in for that. So, you know, my bed's nice and warm. Just need to get another one.
Yeah. So if anybody's at a country fair, country market, anything like that, you know, knick-knack shop, whatever they're called these days, and they see one. Bric-a-brac, yeah. Give us a plug and let us know and we'll go and get one. Yeah. I think that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we've done all the questions that we've seen.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. We're going to do a vlog next week for Christmas. I don't know what we're going to do on that one. We've not got a lot of...
If we've got time.
If we've got time. We've not got a lot of footage or anything at the moment because we've not been anywhere. And to be honest, the weather's not been brilliant. We're hoping over Christmas to maybe take the boat out for a day or two. If the weather's okay. And yeah, just up the cut. Up to the pub and back. And... yeah, if the pub's open, even if not, just up to there and back anyway. Just, you know, get it stretched, get its legs stretched. But yeah, and what we'd also like to do is do another vlog and give you a proper walk through and a good look around the boat, a bit of a nose as to what it all looks like now we're moved in. We'll probably save that one until just into the new year. So, yeah, if we can get... I tell you what, if we get 50 people to say do it, while I'm quick smooch round your boat, 50 or 100?
I don't know, but it's not going to happen until after the new year.
It's not, no. Yeah, I tell you what, if 100 of you say do it, we'll do it. And we'll let you into our darkest secret.
Oh, no, not going in there.
Oh no, we won't go in there.
You're not going in there.
No. And that's about it, isn't it, for now? So,
I think so.
yeah, happy Sunday. Give us a thumbs up on the bit down there. Press the
Subscribe.
subscribe.
Share.
Yes. Share.
We might even get a few more questions put on if you.
Sure, that's that still looks the same age as she was
Yeah.
when she was. Now she's 90.
Yeah, well, she can turn back time.
Yeah,
You can't, so
No.
we've got to go.
I love that pun. So yeah, do all of that, and we'll see you very soon. Take care.
Yeah. See you
Yeah.
then.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.